Welcome back, everybody. We're going to continue to talk about New Year's traditions all around the world. We've covered the four corners of the world so far: Japan, South Africa, and we just got done talking about Mexico and Venezuela. Well, we're going to continue talking about Scotland now. That's the country where they play the bagpipes, right?
Yeah. Oh, and the guys also wear skirts called kilts.
That's right.
You know, those can be dangerous because some of the guys don't wear underwear under those kilts.
Shocking!
I know.
Oh.
Those Scots. Anyway, among Western countries, Scotland puts the most emphasis on New Year's traditions. Now, if you put emphasis on something, it means you really focus a lot of time and attention on it. So they care more about New Year's Day and the traditions surrounding that time than any other Western country. Let's talk about some of the crazy things they do.
Okay, first of all, let's talk about exactly what they call this thing in Scotland. It's a word that's from Scotland. It's called hogmanay. Did I say that right? Does that sound
I
close?
don't speak their Scottish language, whatever that is. It's hard for us to understand folks from Scotland, guys.
Well, in any case, it doesn't really matter how you pronounce it, but all you need to know is what it means, and that means first footing.
Yeah.
First footing means how you put your feet in a certain place in order to prepare yourself to do something. So if you have good footing, for example, if you have your feet placed properly, then you'll be able to perform whatever it is you want to do.
Sometimes when we talk about footing, you've got to get your footing. It means you need a good foundation or a base. So that's how you start out. So how you start out is very important to how you'll end up, what kind of results you'll have. So they want to have a good first footing, and it's probably the most popular custom of all. Probably here just means likely the most important custom. We're pretty sure about it, at least.
Right, and a custom, of course, is something that somebody does in a country that represents that country. So if you see people doing that, then that probably helps you understand where those people are from. So, of course, in Taiwan, there are lots of customs associated with Chinese New Year, having nian gao and giving red envelopes.
Yes.
Those are customs. And in Scotland, this is probably the most common custom or tradition that they have regarding the new year. Well, here the word custom is our power word for today. Let's take a closer look.
Word Power. Hello and welcome to Word Power. Today's word is custom. Today, we read that first footing is probably the most popular custom during New Year's celebrations in Scotland. Custom is a noun, and here means a traditional thing to do. There are many customs surrounding Chinese New Year. For instance, it is a custom to have a family dinner on Chinese New Year's Eve. A custom can also refer to something which someone usually does. So we might say that it is Andy's custom to take a break at around 4 p.m. every day. That's all the time we have for Word Power today. Thanks for listening.
So custom and tradition are very close in definition there. Now, to bring luck, what you have to do is have a dark-haired man. Tom wouldn't be the right person. He's blonde. You'd have to have a dark-haired person like me, except it needs to be a man, and you know I'm a girl. Okay. He's supposed to be the first person to enter the house after midnight. So if your whole family is filled with blonde hair, everyone has blonde hair, you might ask a neighbor to help you out. And what you would say is, hey, can you please come into our house after midnight? That's one of the important customs or traditions they have. But he can't just enter the house. What does he have to bring with him?
He has to bring certain objects. An object is a thing that you can hold, and some of these objects might be coal, shortbread, and, of course, whiskey.
Whoa.
Whiskey, right? It probably is going to be Scotch whiskey.
Yes.
And coal, of course, is like a piece of dark material that comes from the ground, and it's burned oftentimes to produce heat. It can pollute a lot, so be careful with coal. And something else here would be shortbread. I know that we have strawberry shortcake, right, with shortbread. Is that the same thing?
No, it's not. Shortbread is Scottish. It comes from Scotland. It's so good. It's like eating a cookie. They would describe it as a biscuit. And what's so tasty about it is they put lots and lots of butter in while they're cooking it. I love shortbread. It's really fattening, though. Watch out. And of course, whiskey is a type of alcohol or liquor. It's very strong, so it doesn't taste very good, but I think a lot of people like to drink whiskey, at least adults.
And of course, you can buy some pretty expensive whiskeys in the world and give them to your friends to let them know how special you are. But here you have to have this dark-haired man come into your house with coal and with shortbread and whiskey. And why do you want to do that? Why would you want to have this strange person coming into your house with all this stuff?
Well, having a proper first foot, remember, that hogmanay word actually means first footing or first foot. Having a proper first foot will ensure good luck to your entire household. When you ensure something, it means you make sure it happens. And proper just means appropriate or right for that particular situation. So you have to follow the rules here. You can't just have this blonde-haired guy bring in lots of stuff that doesn't include coal, shortbread, and whiskey. You have to do it right or it won't work. But what's a household?
Household is just your house and all the things in it. So anything having to do with your home is called household. Like when you pay taxes, you will report your household income. How much money everybody in the house made, the husband, the wife, etc., etc. So again, this will ensure or guarantee good luck and good fortune for the coming year in the household.
Okay, now one of the big traditions that we've used in the States is singing a song that's actually from Scotland. It's called Auld Lang Syne. And just as the clock strikes midnight, you'll hear people sing this particular song. Auld Lang Syne is their old language, and it means old times. You might have heard this before. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and auld lang syne? And then what you do is you turn to the person next to you, hopefully it's your husband or girlfriend or boyfriend, and you give them a big kiss. So that's a fun tradition. So however you choose to celebrate this new year, here's hoping that 2010, we don't have to say 2010.
No.
2010
Yeah.
is happy and lucky for you all.
We wish you the best this year. Happy New Year. And it's time now to listen to our Chinese teacher one more time.